Can you hear me?
There we go. Okay. We've got a storm going on here, so it may not be your fault. It's probably our fault. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking time. I know we just talked today about this. We've been in communication about a few other things, but when I saw your photo that you sent me, wow, I just had to discuss that. So why don't you tell the story behind this these pictures that you got?
Okay. It was 2018 4th of July weekend, right around this time. My grandfather had purchased a lake house out on Fort Gibson Lake out in the town of Wagner. And me and my ex-girlfriend were just kind of poking around the marina one night. And she started yelling at me. She's like, "You got to come here and look at this. Come here, come here." So I walked over there, and there's this thing flying around this light. And I wasn't really into the whole fairy theory or idea of there being fairies really at the time. It was kind of funny. Just the very day before, I'd been watching some YouTube videos, and I just kind of let it run through to, randomly to whatever it went to next, and it ended up on these fairy videos. Mm. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, "It's a fairy," and I started filming it, and that's what you have here.
So how tall do you think this was?
I got face to face with it. Eventually, it landed up there at the top of that pole. It was about 4 inches.
Okay. See, is there any chance that could be an insect?
Not from my point of view, no. I mean, everyone wants to call it a bat or whatever, giant moth, which we have a lot of here, but I mean, I think the still frames kind of speak for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it really looks like it's got legs with, knees and feet. And, of course, there are some insects that might look similar, but this one looks a little too big, and then you have a video of this.
Yeah, these are shots from the video.
Yeah, so if people want to see your video, how can they see it?
Go to Joey George, the UFO Magnet on YouTube or Facebook.
Okay. And
I'm putting together my YouTube thing. I have a short attention span, so I only have like 13 videos on there so far, but there's some pretty good ones.
Okay. And where was this taken?
The fairy video?
Yeah.
That was in Wagner, Oklahoma.
Okay. And what time of night was it, did you say?
Oh, it was probably 11 or 12.
So pretty late. Were there any other things like that flying around, or was it just the one?
There was a couple little tiny bugs, I guess, but that was pretty much it.
And did they look green like they do in these pictures?
That was more or less a filter that I had on my filmed it with my phone. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That way, it wasn't actually that color of green. It was green, but not quite that bright.
Okay. Wow. So, have you seen anything else strange around that area?
Name it.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. We realized after we started to walk away, we decided to leave this thing alone, and head back up to the house. And we noticed a plaque right there in the general area that was dedicated to one of the original Cherokee Indian chiefs, and had a quote from him. I can't remember the quote exactly, but it made it more significant. Why that thing might be flying around that area.
Yeah, absolutely. There could be a connection. Maybe, was that Native American land you were on?
It's Oklahoma. It's all Native American land here.
Yeah,
but
there's
more or less Cherokee land right there, yeah.
I see. Right. Now, you've mentioned that you've had some other sightings. Can you tell us a little bit about what else you've seen?
Like I said, I've been seeing strange things since I was a child. Orbs, triangular craft, ghosts, orbs inside my house that I can get to land in my hand sometimes on command. Just a lot.
Really?
I had a Canada goose swim up to me one day by my apartments and say hello to me in English in a computerized sounding voice, which was pretty strange.
Oh, yeah, I would say that's on the high strangeness scale, yes. Wow. I can't say as I've ever heard anyone say that. Now, some people who are UFO experiencers or just paranormal experiencers in general do see these orbs inside their houses.
Right.
So how often does that happen?
Almost every time I turn on my camera, if I'm looking for them, then they usually show up.
Okay, so do you think there's some kind of telepathic communication going on here, if you're thinking about it?
Right. I think they all have some kind of telepathic communication, and kind of tell me when to look.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Not sure. We just lost your picture and also sound. So, thank you, Joey. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. And we lost connection on that. So, let me take care of that. So we had a couple of people come on this evening to discuss what they've seen, and now everybody knows that I